here every fourth or fifth day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters. It's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
A dive, he's got it. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Here's Profar now. Gets the call, and that is strike one. Profar, who hails from Curacao, same place that produced Andrew Jones. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Runner on at first with one gone. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one misses, and that's ball one. Acuna measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Ball. Man at first, one away. Next offering upstairs. And a swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Full count, 3-2.
And ball four, 2 aboard. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Hitless in 4 at bats yesterday. A little bit high. Ball one. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the second game of the series.
That's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball 3. Matt Olson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Ground ball left side, could be 2 on to Cronenworth.
He's out.
And that's 2.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here at Petco Park. Today's starting pitcher, Spencer Strider. How about a scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters they have a hard time staying back.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Ball one to Bogaerts. Strider deals. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Padres. Now move to first. Bogaerts dives back. Fouled off down the right side.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bogaerts gets his lead at first with nobody out. And there's a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Luis Arraez stands in. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Manny Machado now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that's way high. Ball one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Just off the outside corner, and it's 2-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And that just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Jackson Merrill in the San Diego on deck circle. 3-2 now. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. One left for San Diego. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started, and now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Olson with a homer in his last game. King back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Fastball is outside. Eric Summerskill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Next offering is downstairs. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
This one smacked out to left center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's a big power threat. Austin Riley. And that's in for a strike.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
And it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He will score, and the Braves take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
Here's Sean Murphy. Swing and a foul out of play. Ground ball, could be 2. Slings to second, on to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. That one missing inside. And a good eye there.
2-2 to count.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And the righty deals. And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Here's Orlando Arcia. A little bit low.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Albies leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul ball.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in San Diego, here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
That one fouled off. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Oh, you know, that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty. That's to third. Riley fires to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 out, space is empty. And that's outside. 1-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that's just foul. Swing and a miss. Strider gets the strikeout. Padres down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, and here is Michael Harris II. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Bouncer to second. Cronenworth in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Profar climbs in on that left side. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Acuna batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Up the middle, gets to it with a slide, and he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Man at first, Marcell Ozuna. Next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Acuna off of first with 2 away. Runner on the move. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Clips the corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. Man at second. Ripped to short. To first. Third out. And that ends the frame. Braves strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. That's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That's ball 2.
And that one clips the corner. Hit in the air, center field. Harris hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Jason Hayward, hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He can't get there. It's a base hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So the batting order turns over, and here comes Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
0-2 now. The shortstop takes the ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Two outs. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Padres leave 1. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Petco Park, stepping in the long ball threat, Matt Olson. Olson, a multi-gold glove award winner, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Off the mark there. Outside. And the count is 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That's out to center field. Merrill makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Here is Austin Riley. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So here's Murphy now. He hit into a double play his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
And that's in the dirt.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Around second is Riley.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. fouled off to the right. The 1-1 is fouled off. Riley at third. Murphy at second with one away. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now it's going to be Orlando Arcia. Oh, look at the stop. The throw, and very nicely done for the out. 2 left for Atlanta, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the inning, and now the first baseman, Luis Arraez. Ball one there.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that one pulled foul. In the air, left field. Ozuna should have it. Puts it away for the out.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. You know, Boog, Petco Park seems to be transforming into Machado's castle. I mean, nobody's hit more home runs in this ballpark. And Machado passed Adrian Gonzalez for the top spot on the list in 2023.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one lifted to left. Ozuna ranging after it. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. King back to work.
That's a
And ball one.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
On the ground to third. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. 1 for 2.
Ball one.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. 1 out, base is empty. And right back to the mound. The throw to first. Profar is out. 2 outs, base is empty. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Gets the call. That's strike one.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Good eye right there.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Two down, nobody on. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Fernando Tatis Jr. And that is out of play. That one is absolutely belted. It bangs off the Western Metal building, and it's gone. A home run. He'll circle the bases. His first homer of the year, and they tie it up. It's 1-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Campusano in the box now. No balls and a strike.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And that drops in for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Cronenworth, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Zips it across. That takes care of Cronenworth. Jason Hayward getting ready to hit a single his first time. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
0-2.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Back up the, oh, that got him. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at bat alive.
And a 1-2. Left field. Ozuna brings it in, and that will end the inning. Padres knotted up with this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
You could encounter the greats, or you could get shipped and countered away, but you counterfeit. I countered your fits, led you astray in the worst way. With them hammer days, and we buck down. This is Bucktown. Come on, pimpin'. Eye to eye, the clap back.
Ah, that hit him.
Timeout.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here's Matt Olson down.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
First
Count
pitch,
1-0.
not close.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
And strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Strike three. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here comes Austin Riley. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper.
We always say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Next offering is outside. And he takes a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Grounder might be 2. Fired to second, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And we're back. Now here is Jose Iglesias. Ripped on a line. Ozuna hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
The first baseman, number 4.
So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arraez. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Towards first, Olson steps on the bag, and that quickly 2 away. And now it's Manny Machado. In there at the knees, 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering down in the dirt. And downstairs.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Now this is in the air down the line. Acuna after it. And that is that. Robert Suarez on a pitch out of the pen here. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jeremiah Estrada appears to be getting loose. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
1-0.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. His first homer of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now Orlando Arcia. Strike 1. Suarez in his 4th year. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Fastball for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1 down, bases empty.
One
Not
ball,
close with
2
that
strikes.
one. 1-2 the count. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. That is upstairs for ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one in triple digits.
What do you
1-1,
got?
check swing, appeal down to third. No swing, he held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first. That's out number 3. Braves get 1 on the big fly. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100. Yeah, I got some enemies. Give it all you got. Give it all you got.
Set for the last half of the 7th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Give it all you got.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Joe Jimenez getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer, the lefty, warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball, that's off the plate.
In the air, left side. Ozuna ranging after it. And out number 1 on the grab. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered in this game. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
That's hard hit on the line. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Really important at bat coming up now.
Brian Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Spencer Strider is done. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back. New pitcher for the Braves, Aaron Bummer.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And a curve misses outside. With the tying run at second, here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
So the tying run at second. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeremiah Estrada.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game leading off, Jurickson Profar. 1 for 3. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next one in the dirt.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Next offering misses. 2-2.
All right, so in this at bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way. Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that's outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Hoeing up and loosening in the pen. Matsui also getting ready.
That's ball 2.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Hey!
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. And first offering is fouled off. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That one off the mark. 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
2 outs.
Count's full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Olsen in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Here's the pitch to Olsen. Off the plate, and the count even 1-1. That's inside.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Ozuna off of first with 2 away. Checks his swing, appeal to third, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Padres 1. Bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Jason Hayward. First pitch misses. The sweeper catches the low part of the zone for a strike. Here's a 1-1. Next offering misses down and away.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Liner, and that got him. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Aaron Bummer done for the night, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Righty reliever out of the pen, Joe Jimenez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. On the ground to third, Riley. Bogaerts retired.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a breaking ball misses outside. And a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a 2-1 on the way.
Ball 3.
Luis Arias
3 balls,
in
1
the
strike.
on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The 3-1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab, and that'll do it. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Brian Hoeing. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Austin Riley.
We just turned the strip into a fashion show.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Hoeing, he's got some good and some bad. The positive is he doesn't walk very many guys. But, Chris, the problem is that he is prone to giving up some homers. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Bogaerts with the throw to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now, a manager can see it pretty early just by the swings that players are taking, whether they're fouling the ball back, if they're on time, the front foot is down. When you see that, probably don't want to leave him in too long.
Murphy at the plate now. That's ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Matt Waldron up and throwing. Brito, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that's in there at the knees. And that drops in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Lifted in the air, right field. Tatis should have this one. Squeezes it. 2 away.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Albies.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. He sent one out of here in the 7th.
Yeah, big moment in this game as well. It was a great swing and one of the reasons why they're out in front and looking to add on right here. Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Foul ball there. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That's off the mark. Now 1-2. Swing and a little roller right side and foul ball. Just off the inside edge.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
The 2-2 on the way. Battling here as he fouls it away. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you got to love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
This to third. Machado throws to first in time. And Albies is retired. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Braves 2 and the Padres 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Raisel Iglesias. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arraez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One-run game, bottom 9. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now Machado up here. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Fastball is outside. That one down the line and foul ball.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The 1-2. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. And that's a little bit high. And the count is even, 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Merrill in the box now. Takes strike one.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That clips the corner.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
The other way, and it's just foul. That was close. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. That one not close. And the count 1-2. The Padres down to their final strike. Hit on the ground to short. Arcia on the run, sends it over to first, and that is the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final score here today, 2-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at